Boy, howdy y'all. Halfmilesniper here, and we are back on the range today. Today we're going to be shooting some 6.5 PRC, and I'm going to be testing a new powder. I finally got my hands on some Retumbo. So we're going to see how Retumbo and the 153 grain A-tips work out. We're going to shoot 54.5 through 56.5, increasing at half grain increments. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. So we've got our target set up. I am back to my personal favorite, the 3/8 inch dots. I've got 5 of them, 54.5, 55, 55.5, 56, and 56.5. And we'll see how that 153 grain A-tip with those charges of Retumbo will work out. Now let me hump back to the firing line, finish getting things set up. We'll bring you right back and we'll get the shooting. Alrighty, let's take that out so we don't forget it. And we're going to be shooting 54.5 grains of Retumbo, pushing the 153 grain A-tip. Make sure that's tight. Okay, target camera's running, y'all are running. Hopefully the GoPro on the spotting scope is clear today. Oh, we gotta set the chronograph up. Man, cannot complain how easy that is to set up. Okay. This will be 54.5 grains of Retumbo, 153 grain A-tip, left-hand target with the 6.5 PRC. $27.45. $27.21. Oops. Missed that one, huh? $27.20. And I'm just throwing brass all over today. Our 3-shot average, 28.9, extreme spread at 25.1, standard deviation 11.7. And the brass is looking good. Okay, continuing on with 55.0 grains of Retumbo, pushing the 153 grain A-tip. We'll be shooting that on the second dot. $27.81.2. 2769.7. $27.25.0. Wow. Interesting. .55 grain average was 2758.6 with an extreme spread of 56.2, standard deviation of 24.2. Not what I would call good. Next up, we'll be shooting 55.5 grains of Retumbo, pushing the 153 grain A-tip. It'll be on the center dot. $27.02.8. Weird. Wonder if I need a Magnum primer. $26.99.5. I don't think I got things out of order. $27.06.0. Weird. Three-shot average 2702.8. Extreme spread of 6.6. Standard deviation of 2.7. Ooh, and that Retumbo runs hot. Barrel's warm. Interesting that 55.5 grains slowed down so much. Did I do something wrong with the load? I don't know. Well, let's see what 56.0 grains does. We'll be shooting it on the next to the last dot, or the second from the right. 56.0. That felt like a short stroke. 1, 2, 3. It was. $27.45. That felt like a short stroke. It was. 2813. Wow. I'm not liking Retumbo in the 153 grain. $28.02. A little bit of heavy bolt lift there too. $27.87 for an average, 87.2. Extreme spread is 68.1 and a standard deviation of 29.7. I'm wondering if I need to be running a Magnum primer. Okay, last group. Here we go. $56.5. $27.59. $27.58.9. And it looks like I wiped out my dot. Damn it. $27.60.5. Man, this Retumbo acts weird. At 56.5 grains, we average 27.58.5 with an extreme spread of 1.7 and a standard deviation of 0.7. And those were all in Norma brass with Winchester primers. Wow. I'm going to guess 56.5 is probably the load with the 153 grain A-tips. Okay. Let me power everything down. We'll go get that target. We'll measure things out. Oh, I forgot to take the camera down range with me when I went to go grab my target. Funny thing is, they actually hitting close to the 153 grain A-tips with the Retumbo are hitting close to the scope. 54.5. It looks like that's going to be about a 0.65, maybe a 0.7. 55 is all over the map. That's well over an inch. 55.5. That gave us some really weird velocity. Velocity dropped big time. 56, I think we had something weird with velocity there. We had one drop down way low. And 56.5, Gave us really good extreme spread and standard deviation, but looks like I may not have been up to the task. We'll get those measured out and see how they look. Well, the 6.5 PRC with Retumbo and 153 grain A-tips gave me some weird results. 54.5 gave us a 0.667 inch group. Kind of stacked somewhat vertically, with an average 2728.9, extreme spread of 25.1, and a standard deviation of 11.7. 55 grains opened right up to a 1.29 inch group, with an average speed of 2758.6, extreme spread of 56.2, and a standard deviation of 24.2. 55.5 gave us a 0.814 inch group. Pretty much hitting true to the scope. But our velocity dropped to 2702.8. Hence the question mark, why? With an extreme spread of 6.6 and a standard deviation of 2.7. Something doesn't add up right there. 56.0 gave us a 1.18 inch group, stacked vertically. Average speed 2787.2. Extreme spread 68.1, standard deviation 29.7. 56.5 gave us a 0.848 inch group. Our speed slowed back down to 2758.5. Our extreme spread was 1.7, and our standard deviation was 0.7. These velocities are all over the map. Maybe I need to retest these with Magnum primers, because these were with a Winchester large rifle. Very strange. Alrighty, y'all. Well, that was an interesting test with the Retumbo. Not sure what to think about that. Velocities were all over the map. Charges were going up. Velocities were going down. Very strange. The Retumbo runs pretty warm because it's a cool day and that barrel's still kind of toasty. I'm not sure what to think about that. Maybe, just maybe, I need to retest Retumbo and the 153 grain A-tips using Magnum primers. I have to double check the load data, see if it called for a Magnum primer. If it did, I failed to notice it. Interesting. Next time out, I have some 156 grain burgers loaded up with Retumbo and Winchester primers. But that'll be for another day, because this puts us over 750 rounds, which means it's time to scope the bore, clean the bore, rescope it, and see how well it's holding up or how poorly it's holding up. Yep, that time already. With all that being said, this Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay strapped or get clapped. Carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. If you're in a constitutional carry state, no reason not to be carrying. I'd get a CCW anyways, because you may travel. And if the national reciprocity goes through, that'll be sweet. Enough preaching on that. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for hanging with me. I do appreciate it. Hanging out with me in the premieres, chatting during the show. I try to answer all the comments, respond to all the comments, answer all the questions. Thank you. Y'all make it all worth it. So, until next time, this is Halfmilesniper reminding you, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.